Good morning, Bill speaking.
Bill, it's Robert Cray calling.
Hey, Robert. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Brain's a little mixed up because I hit the decline button rather than the answer button when you when you called. These damn
I, under-
electronics, man, are getting a little more confusing with every new phone.
I understand
Well, first of all, I
completely.
just want to give you a congratulations to you and High Rhythm for your Blues Music Awards nomination for Best Blues Soul Blues Album.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
And that's coming up in May, and I'm sure you're going to do very, very well because this album is just fantastic.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Looking kind of back in the beginning, can you recall like the first time you really heard music and appreciated and said, you know what, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
You know, it's really hard to put my finger on it because I grew up listening to a lot of music. You know, my parents had a really great record collection. You know, we listened to Sarah Vaughan and Ray Charles and B.B. King and all that coming up. But when the Beatles came out,
Yeah.
uh, then everybody got a guitar, and I just fell along with that. And I started playing guitar. So I mean, it probably all started with that.
It's pretty interesting because the Beatles are kind of like more poppy, I guess, or whatever. How did you
Yeah.
become how did you develop the love for the blues?
Well, it was really strange because playing guitar, every guitar player has a lot of guitar playing friends.
Yeah.
And after school one day in high school, I went over to a friend's house with one of my guitar playing friends, and this was a new guy we didn't know, and he was listening to B.B. King and Magic Sam and Buddy Guy and all that stuff. So we fell in with him.
Yeah, how could you not?
Yeah, and the thing that was cool about it was music that we weren't playing, and those names that I mentioned, like Muddy and Howling and Magic, those were all cool to us as 15 and 16-year-old kids. These guys had these great nicknames, so we fell into that.
Now, as a guitar player, are you self-taught?
Yes. Hmm.
Do you play in any other instruments, like when you're writing or anything? Does piano get involved when you're writing or anything?
No, just the guitar.
That's all you need, man, really.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, as a vocalist, too, your voice is also your instrument. I mean, what do you do, if anything, to maintain your vocals while you're on tour?
Um, on tour, I try not to talk that much, and I'm pretty soft spoken in real life, and that is, we play all the time, so I mean that keeps you going.
Now, when you're not on tour and writing and playing guitar and recording and all these great things that you do, what do you like to do in your spare time that satisfies you?
Well, being home is wonderful. Just being home, listening to records.
Hmm.
I still get a big thrill out of listening to records. We get a kick out of it. Going to vinyl stores,
Yes.
and we do that a lot. I mean, it's like every time we go to, the guys are calling me up. Did you find anything yet? You find any stores? So we do that, and we share music. And as far as like vinyl and stuff. And I just like to be home and cook and just do normal things.
That sounds very relaxing, man. That's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Now, you were just talking about vinyl. On your website, you're giving a test. You're having a test pressing giveaway on vinyl. That's got to be pretty exciting, man.
I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, you, you,
To
you
be
guys are
honest.
actually giving away a rare test pressing of your Grammy nominated Robert Cray and High Rhythm records. So
All right.
now I don't know if you're just giving away one pressing or if there's a few of them, but I mean vinyl. It's amazing how things come full circle.
Hmm.
Where everybody couldn't wait to get rid of vinyl when 8 tracks came out, then cassettes, and then CDs were like, these are going to take up so much less room, and this is fantastic.
Exactly.
And now
Yeah.
we're all going to satellite radio, and I think that's as far as we can go right now. So now we're going all the way back to the beginning with the vinyl, which I've just started doing again as well.
And isn't it beautiful? It's a wonderful, sound that comes from vinyl.
It is
Yeah.
the clicks and the pops and the hisses and when CDs came out, we were so thrilled with the sound quality and it didn't have the pops and clicks and hisses. But you know what? That just doesn't make the song.
No, it doesn't.
So what's coming up? What's new? What's on the horizon for you and the guys?
Well, we just it's great to have done this record with High Rhythm, and then it's also fantastic to have the regular band too.
Yeah.
And we're coming to see you with the regular band, and it's it's a blast, and we get to play some of the songs from the new record, and as well as the older stuff, and then with the High Rhythm band, that's a gas too. That's a special occasion kind of thing.
Yeah. How'd you get involved with High Rhythm? Did they reach out to you or vice versa?
Well, I had met some of the guys over the years, and we've done some recordings at Royal Studios in Memphis over the years. And Steve Jordan, who produced this record, came up with a suggestion. He sent me an email and he goes, "I got it. Robert Cray and High Rhythm." Instantly answered him back. Let's do it.
And it's got such a great sound to it. It just rolls right off the tongue. Robert Cray and High Rhythm.
No, it's a blast. So we had a really good time making the record.
Now a lot of people, like, I'm a guitar player, not great. That's why I interview and write about shows for a living. But I spend an hour a day on whether it's acoustic or electric and play for myself and my dogs. But a lot of people don't know that you were in the band in Animal House.
Right.
And I didn't know for the longest time till probably about 15 years ago. And then I went back and I looked at the film and I said, there he is, right in front, plain as can be. How did I never recognize that? What was filming that like? What was that like?
Well, it was I was living in Eugene, Oregon at the time, and that's where most of the film was, recorded. And
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it. Nobody knew the working title of the film. Had met John Belushi because he was in town and he was going out to see music. And the musicians who were in this part of the band were all musicians from Portland and Eugene, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And we all knew one another, but we're all from different genres. It was great.
Yeah.
And we just the music was pre-recorded. We just danced and had fun. And the director was really cool, and we just it was just fun being on a set. Long days though, long hours.
I can imagine, sure.
Yeah. So, but it was cool. I'm glad to have done that and to have been a part of it, not knowing what it was going to turn out to be.
I tell you, it's such a cult film, and it's probably one of the top 10 top films ever, I think, as far as comedies go. And I think everybody goes back, and even though they know all the words and they know what's going to happen, I go back probably once every month or two and just watch it for the hell of it. It's such a great film, and again, the music, fantastic music, my God. All right, Robert. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking time to talk with us today at rockbandreviews.com, and we're really looking forward to seeing you on the 20th of February, which is like 2 weeks, at the Parker Playhouse here in Fort Lauderdale. Should be a blast.
Yeah, it's fun. We've been there before.
Yep.
So, it's going to be a blast.
Wonderful. I was wondering if we could come back and say hi. In my 3 times interviewing you, we've never met yet.
All right, well, come on back.
Wonderful. And if I bring a guitar back, would you be able to sign it as a giveaway? We'll give it away on our website to a fan.
We can do that.
Wonderful. Well, I thank you so much. Safe travels to you and the guys on the road. God bless your continued success, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Bill. Take care.
Cheers, brother.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.